And men will sit here and be like, oh, make me a sandwich, do this, do that. Make your own fucking sandwich, you spoiled fucking brat. You know, women in other generations were okay with being slaves to men. And even women, some women nowadays who don't have any self respect or any sense of what they want for their lives. Women are constantly being called selfish if they don't want kids. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you think of me. Yes, I am selfish by nature because I see how very little left a woman has for herself at the end of the day when she does agree to have kids, and when she does agree to basically be a slave for a man 24/7 and to get up and do things for him as if he is some helpless child that can't get up and make his own goddamn food, as if there is not a working stove or microwave in front of him, that he can be a spoiled fucking brat and just order around every female in front of him as if they are robots. Women are losing their souls because men are just, they're constantly demanding things of women. I demand sex. I demand that you pay attention to me. I demand to have you talk to me in public, even though you have other things going on in your life and you have been through other things that have caused you to have to focus on yourself. And you know that not only do you not want kids because it's not just about kids being expensive, it's about kids being a burden. It's about kids being just as demanding and as obnoxious as men are. Because not only do you have to deal with the kids bitching and whining, but you have to deal with the men in your life bitching and whining about how they don't get enough affection and they don't get enough attention and they don't get enough of this and that. And it's like having two kids in the house. You got the guy that you're with and the fucking baby that he demanded that you both have, because that's what is expected of a woman in society, is that she pop out all these fucking kids and she struggles to take care of them while he goes off to work, and everybody should just be grateful because he's the breadwinner, when not knowing that that man is using all the money that he has made to control you and to make it seem like he can do whatever the fuck he wants to you and he can treat you however he wants to fucking treat you because he makes all the money. And that's a huge way that men use to control you, is I make all the money so you should just do whatever the fuck I say. And if you don't do what I say, then you're ungrateful, you're a bad person, and I'm going to make everybody else think that you're a bad person with my influence and with all the people that worship me as a man. I'm going to make them think that you're a bad person. Because A, if you don't want to have children, you're already selfish. And B, even if you don't have children and you're in a relationship with a man and you don't do one thing that he says that he wants you to do, he's already off telling everybody he knows that you're a horrible human being and that you're a low life and that you're evil and that you're soulless and that you're just this worst person on planet Earth. Because you are not doing all of the things that he wants you to do and be his little slave. Men can go off, and there's definitely double standards for women and men. Men can go off and cheat on women all day. They can cheat on women like crazy. But as soon as a woman cheats on a man, she's evil. Oh my God, this woman cheated. She's the most evil woman on planet Earth. And my life is ruined because of her. She is the most disgusting human being I have ever laid eyes on. She is trash. She is scum of the earth. Oh my God, she cheated. Meanwhile, men cheat on their wives and their girlfriends 24/7. And they get away with it. And nobody really says much to those men. A lot of times when a man cheats on a woman, he is encouraged. to cheat on that woman. He's encouraged to continue with his behavior because nobody really says, hey, you shouldn't cheat on your girlfriend or your wife. That's just more like a manly thing to do, because in society they encourage men to fuck around. But if a woman fucks around, if a woman says, if she's not as upfront about wanting to leave a relationship where she was neglected, where she was mistreated, where she was taken for granted, and she hooks up with another guy or she winds up with another guy, all of a sudden she's scum of the earth, she's evil, she's heartless, soulless, she's the worst thing that's ever happened to the planet. But a man cheats on a girl and he is a boss, he's a king, he is doing what's best for his life, he is supported, he has everybody around him, he has everybody, supporting all of his toxic decisions. Women are abused more than men are. So when a woman leaves a man, even if it seems like she didn't give him any prior warning, even if it seems like she never really said anything to him before she just up and left, she didn't leave a letter, she didn't leave a voicemail, she didn't leave anything, she just left. And all of a sudden she's made to feel like she's the worst human being ever. And that's not the fucking case. I think of all the narcissism and the bullshit and the abuse that I went through in Wisconsin with my entire family. And anybody else who's ever been in my life that has mistreated me and looked down upon me for any fucking reason, and I'm not just talking about my race, I mean every other reason that a person has chosen to look down upon me and to treat me poorly, those were all fucking choices that they made on their own. Nobody else, obviously, if it was a man, there may be other men in their ear, like, hey, this is okay that you're abusing her. It's okay that you're telling her that she's the problem and not you. It's okay that, because you're the man, you can do whatever you want to. She's the woman. She can't do whatever she wants, because women are made to feel in society like their main role in society is to serve people. You have to serve the man. You have to serve the child. You have to serve. It's driven into our heads. It's drilled into our heads. Just like religion is drilled into our heads. You have to serve God. You have to serve man. You have to serve child. You have to serve. And with all this serving that we do and being subservient and this religious dogma and this societal dogma that we have to deal with as women, we are left with nothing, literally nothing. No life, no money, no soul, no happiness, no light. No life, no money, no soul, no happiness, no life. There is nothing left to our bodies at the end of the day with all of the shit that women have to fucking deal with. It is perfectly okay for a guy to cheat, and because he is praised and adored by most of society anyway, he can get away with pretty much anything and be praised by other men as a boss and a king. But as soon as a woman does it, evil as fuck. Oh my God, she's just, she's disgusting. It takes everything out of you, literally everything out of you. That's fucking why I can't deal with the constant giving into society and being a slave to society. There are so many family members that I have that are narcissistic and abusive towards me because they gave in to society. They are slaves to society. They are slaves to the patriarchy. They are slaves to men. They are slaves to their children. They are slaves for the rest of their lives, honestly, because they can't let go of the idea that, maybe, just maybe, all of these things around me are meant to drag me down and are meant to be toxic. I am a survivor. So even if I wind up homeless again in New York, I'm not a victim anymore. I'm a survivor. I am no longer a slave to society. I'm no longer a slave to religion. I was a slave to a man, but I was never a slave to a fucking baby, unwanted baby, thank God. And like I said, I don't believe in the traditional God of the Bible. I don't believe in that shit because I think the Bible and religion are so toxic and bad for my health. They have always been bad for my health from day one. I do not believe that I have to forgive my enemies. I don't believe that I have to forgive the people who have hurt me. I feel like because bad people don't always get karma, bad people don't always get what's coming to them, I don't have to fucking forgive them. Because that's literally all I have. Sometimes all you have is your rage for someone that hurt you. Because you know that that person's not going to get any fucking karma. I look back at all the fucking bad things that people have done to me in my life. They didn't get any fucking karma. Nothing came for them in the middle of the night. And it's been years. And I will see that person and they are perfectly fucking fine. Nothing, even when family members died, I could tell that they didn't actually receive their karma on this earth. If they're receiving any karma, they're receiving it in the astral realm, in another life somewhere. When they die, they're receiving their karma on the other side. If that makes sense. If you're spiritual, you'll know what I'm talking about. So if they're receiving any fucking karma at all, they're going to receive it on the other side when they pass away. But they're not actually receiving any karma for what they did to me on planet Earth. Because I've had people in my life pass away and die, and nothing fucking happened to them. You know what I mean? To where I could, especially family members. When it comes to family members specifically, I don't think that they got the karma they deserved for all the narcissistic abuse they put me through. So even when family members did die and did pass away, I didn't see that as a result, any other results of karma throughout their life that they deserved for hurting me. You know, and they gaslit me constantly, tried to make it seem like I was the criminal or I was the problem or I was the bad guy, when all I did was speak out about the abuse that happened to me behind closed doors. And of course, as being an adopted child who is abused, if you speak out about your trauma and you speak out about being abused, there are consequences. And the consequences are being made to feel like you're the problem when you're not. I spoke out and then people were angry about it. And it is what it is. So I deserve a new chapter. I deserve a new life. And I don't want to conform to society's idea of what a woman should be. I'm just my own person. I'm not a robot. I'm not a slave. I'm not going to be miserable staying at home, being a stay-at-home mom and be a miserable little bitch with a fucking kid in my arm crying and screaming and yelling at the kid to get the fuck off the counter, yelling at the kid to get the fuck off the cupboard because it's climbing up the cupboard and doing dumb shit, throwing shit on the floor, yelling and screaming. Like, I don't want to be a mom because I can't handle the bullshit that comes with being a mom. Like, it's annoying. I don't want to have to constantly yell at you to get the fuck off the counter. I don't want to have to constantly scream at you to go clean your fucking room. I don't want to have to constantly yell at you to do something that you shouldn't, that even if you are a child, you know that you're dumb as fuck and you shouldn't be doing it. Like, I don't know. I can't. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later, but that's just my thoughts on I can't be a stay-at-home mom. I would shoot myself in the head. I honestly would. I could not. It's complete bullshit to me as a black woman.